Is school actually necessary? Do you need to go to post-secondary school to succeed?
I want you so bad.
What's up, Natty fam?
Welcome back to our channel.
So Maddie and I are very excited to announce a new series that is going to be coming live on our channel. And basically it's like our podcast. So we are going to be doing sit-down videos where we literally just sit and talk about a topic that is happening and that means a lot to us. And this can be anything from fitness, nutrition, relationship, and since we are students,
even pop culture.
Yeah, like literally anything,
Literally
reactions,
anything.
reviews, and we just want to share and connect with you guys.
We feel like we have a lot to offer, so this is a great way that we can provide you guys with knowledge that we have from our personal experience.
Yeah, and it's just about providing value because again, that's something that we've kind of been missing a little bit, and that is the most important thing. And we're just two ordinary individuals pursuing our passion here on YouTube. And all these topics that we're gonna cover, we just want you guys to maybe gain something or two from it and just hopefully, yeah, like pick something up.
If we reach out to at least just one person,
that's honestly
all that matters.
Since we are students, we decided that today's video, why not, let's talk about a topic that is huge when it comes to post-secondary, and that is school necessary?
I know that like people our age especially are maybe struggling with this decision, like should you go to school, what program should I do, what school should I go to? So we are not experts in any way. We don't know
what's right and what's wrong, but we were just talking our opinions,
our experience,
and our experience, and that's it. But before we get into this talk, guys, make sure to join the Natty fam by subscribing to the channel, turning the notification bell on, and following us both on the IGs to stay in the loop with our videos and posts.
So let's start by what we are doing right now. So we are in second year of our nutrition and healthy lifestyle promotion program at Humber College, the North Campus. We both met there, so
that's a little side note. Now we're just gonna kind of go into a little bit of a talk about our program and do we feel that it is of benefit to what we want to do. So first off, I want to be more fitness oriented. I'm just adding the nutrition onto my tool belt, but basically I'm wanting to remain in the fitness industry as more the fitness side of things.
So why did you choose to do nutrition if you were so fitness?
So like I said, I chose the nutrition because I felt like it was a good addition to my toolbox.
Sure.
And because fitness and nutrition, they go hand in hand. It's the lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And like, again, you can't achieve results without a good diet and nutrition, but also it's for personal reasons where I had a bad binge past. And also my family, they have some unhealthy habits run in the family. So I mainly did it for personal reasons.
Yeah.
But also just for my business in the future.
Yeah. I knew that I wanted to do nutrition since like I was in grade 10, since I literally started my fitness journey or health and nutrition journey. And I was like flipping through a bunch of programs. I applied to like random programs like at university because I didn't have the qualifications to do a nutrition program at university. I'd have to do like bio and chem, which I didn't unfortunately have. I opted for the nutrition program at Humber. I did apply to like random psychology, like general English stuff at university just to say that I'm going to university, which is not really, I was like, why am I applying to these random programs that I have no interest in just to say that I'm in university rather than like going to college for something that I actually love.
Even with myself before, a few years back, I actually applied to all my universities straight out of high school. And at that moment, I knew I wasn't completely ready. And that's one thing I actually want to start this off by saying is make sure you have something that you are passionate about that you know you might want to actually do and pursue, because that's the thing I notice is the pressure that comes out of high school where you're like, oh, I have to go to university now, I have to like hop on that right away. But it's like, no, you really don't. Like you're 17, maybe 18 coming out of high school.
Yeah.
And to think about what you have to do for the rest of your life, like that adds, you know how much pressure that would add to someone at that age and the amount of stress that would create because like their friend groups and all this is happening. Again, don't follow people also because
don't follow your friends, first of all.
Unless you guys have a like-minded interest, then sure, you know, maybe go into it together because having friends in school does help. Don't just go with them because of doing what they're doing.
Yeah, but there's literally like no rush. Like if you think about how young you are, like you were saying when you come out of high school, it's better to like, I was like fortunate enough to know exactly what I wanted to do at such a young age, nutrition. But like if you don't know what you want to do, then there's no point in like going into a random program just for shits.
Yeah. And I told you, I did actually turn down all my university offers.
Yeah.
I got accepted, and
yeah, I got accepted too.
Wasted over $100 first off, and I just knew I wasn't ready, but also because the programs I was still like kind of questioning and whatnot. So moving into the next part, obviously we're talking, there's no rush, but now is school actually necessary?
I know what you think. Honestly, it's like half and half for me. If you want to become like something where you need education, like a doctor or a lawyer, where you need those qualifications, then obviously yes, school is 100% necessary. For example, yourself, you want to be like an entrepreneur. I mean, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you just have to have the entrepreneur like mindset. You need to
have the traits and
yeah, it's all about like you as a person. So if you have these like degrees, they could be worthless.
Exactly, and they could also be a benefit too, because having that degree can also serve you, right? So it's about a 50-50 here in my opinion too, where
you can always like fall back on your degree.
You can always fall back on your degree, but people go into school, into university or college, and then they automatically think, okay, once I graduate, I'm gonna have the dream job that I desire to have, or I'm gonna be given a job. But it's like, no, it doesn't work that way. You're literally back to square one. You just have the paper now to your name where you can take that and apply, but you have to still put in the work and actually apply.
It all depends on the person. Like if you're not the person that would go out of their way to like make something of that degree, then it's really
useless at that point. Then honestly, at that point, I think it's useless because you're not doing much with it.
Yeah.
And you literally spend thousands of dollars. And that's another thing too. You spend all this money where, let's say you're doing 4 years and you're spending 10 grand a year, that's $40,000. In those 4 years, you can actually get real life work experience and do research on your own and be motivated that way. Again, it's different learning, but you could do that on your own and get that education and make money. There is a gray area here between should you do it and like should you not, right? Like I said, we're 50-50 personally.
I think you're more like,
I think I'm more
like 70.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying to like find that balance, but I don't think I am.
I think I'm pretty 50-50.
So I'm gonna tell you guys where my head's at. So basically, again, like she said, I want to be entrepreneurial. I just feel like it's in my blood where I have those traits to become an entrepreneur. As you guys see, like we're doing film, we're doing YouTube, and that is an entrepreneurial based thing. Now with school, I turned down my offers because I felt like I wasn't serving me much purpose.
We still are in school.
But I still am in school. Like I'm still doing something now, and I will tell you a little bit about that. I'm doing it because I felt I needed something. I was a trainer and I got my dream job prior to school, but then I thought there was something missing, and all my clients who are a lot older were telling me, you know what, get an education. It's good to have one under your tool belt and you can always use it in the future, right? Now, obviously, now that I'm in the program, I'm kind of like, this program is not exactly what I intended it to be. There's some things that are just not clicking with my future.
This semester like just started, and honestly, the courses that we're in right now are pretty interesting, to be honest.
This is probably the most interesting semester of all.
Like it's been like a week, but I know that I think I'm gonna enjoy this semester. But our program is more focused on like nutritional counseling or just like how to talk to someone professionally, like in a professional environment.
Which are good skills
they're
gain,
good skills
for sure,
to know and have if you want to be in this field. But it's like, it kind of can be self-taught in a way. Not to like bash the program, because it is a good program if you like, you know, put your head down and like actually do something with the information.
So basically, like I'm just getting this diploma to hold it under my belt, and then I was considering obviously moving forward into a 1-year program of doing a business entrepreneurship program where that is more geared towards my specific kind of goal for the long-term future. But to answer the question, if I think school is necessary, it depends on the job. That's what I feel.
Literally depends on the job.
Let's say if I did kinesiology, after doing 4 years of kin, you get your undergrad, but then the only way you can really get into something more is if you go and get your bachelor's.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, is you got to really think to yourself, like, are you a school person? Are you someone that can sustain that school life? Because for me, I'm just kind of an in and out type guy. I was never a big fan of school. And so doing something like this, yes, it's so accomplishing and I feel amazing doing it. But at the same time, I'm like, I just want the quickest way out because I know what I want to do, and I know that I need to be self-motivated to educate myself and get myself out there in the real world and network and all this stuff. So,
and also that's another thing that school is good for, is like meeting people, like networking with people.
yeah, exactly.
That's honestly one of the top things that it's good for. You meet even your professors, your teachers, like they have so much knowledge and like they've been through so much that you can learn from them, like if you sit down and talk with them.
Is school worth it in my eyes? I'm gonna say no, but it does depend on what you want to do, and it does depend on you and what you put into it. Even afterwards, if you do decide to go to school, what you put into it is what matters most. You're not gonna be given a job. Yeah, you have some internships, some co-ops that may set you up for finding what you want to do. Still gotta apply and still gotta work hard.
I know that a lot of people use school as just like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna go to school, because it's just kind of like the thing that people do just to like not waste time, but
Kind of fill those younger years.
fill the years of like, okay, what do I actually want to do?
So what is your take now? Is school necessary?
Well, I think that exactly what I just said. Like, I think it's 50-50. Like, I think that it's good to have the education. For me, I wouldn't know what to do right after high school. And I was just out into the real world. Like, what do? I have no idea. So I went to school. I met a lot of people. I've learned a lot of things. Like, I've grown in these 2 years. And I've gained a lot of knowledge. And I've also realized that I actually want to pursue, like, more holistic nutrition, which I'm looking to do in the following year.
So as a quick little recap, we said that number one, don't rush after high school. There is no rush. You're young, very young, and you may feel like there's a lot of pressure, but don't stress. Also, I would say to find something you like, find something you can connect to. Don't just go into something because of friends or because of the pressure of, let's say, your parents. There's no need for that.
Those 2-3 years, if you take after high school to
Save
like
up some
find
money.
yourself, yeah.
Save up some money.
Those 2-3 years could bring you experiences that could help you figure out what it is exactly you want to do. Maybe something will just spark in your brain one day when you're looking at something or working at a job.
The number one thing in life that I've noticed is having real life experience. That's honestly the one thing I can say, is just having that real life experience, because I know some people who are literally tied to their books, tied to their computers, but they don't have no real life experience.
The people skills, like,
So they can get that job, but then they don't know how to like sustain and hold that job.
yeah.
Because they don't know how to communicate. Work on that. That's honestly something big, is that communication is going to be in anything in life, and you want to be able to get proper conversations going between people. Be passionate. Don't rush.
Don't rush. Be passionate.
Find what you like. Save up some money.
Don't fear the future, guys. Everything works out in perfect timing, and you will find exactly where you need to go, and you're exactly where you need to be right now. So don't stress. Just hang in there. Life will guide you if you just stay calm, if you just believe in yourself.
So with that being said, Maddie and I are very excited for everything that is coming up with this series, to cover all these topics, just give you guys all of our experiences and all that we know, just kind of talk about our opinions, because again, you guys can engage with us. Like, let us know what you guys think about school.
Yeah, first of all, let us know in the comments your opinions about school, and also let us know in the comments other topics that you would like us to talk
cover.
about. Yeah.
And it could be anything, guys. Like, we're talking about, could be reviews, reactions, relationship
Literally
stuff.
anything. It could be talking
A lot
about
of relationship stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of relationship stuff. Even talking about Justin Bieber's new song, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That's actually the next video. If you haven't listened to the song, make sure you go down.
Really? Do we have to put that like in there? Like, of course.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood a
Yeah,
little.
lighten the mood.
I'm just trying to like make it a little bit more fun. Sorry. Yay for school, guys.
No. No.
If you're in school, stay in school.
Stay in school, get an
Okay,
education.
get your work done, like study for those tests. But if you're not in school, don't stress. You know, you figure it out.
I know you guys can see the differences, and that's what you guys are gonna see.
I'm not like 100%. I told you, Kate.
I know, I get it. But that's the beauty of this, guys. You are gonna see, you know, Nick and Maddie, yeah, we are
the
almost
same
the
person,
same person,
but like there's some
things
that
we don't agree on. So on that note, guys, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe as always, and this is Nick.
And I'm Maddie, and we are signing out.
Peace.